Hi guys, those of you who are new here, my name is Natalie Daje. I blog about living with lupus, which is a chronic illness, and mental health. I ended up leaving my almost 20-year career in mental health after getting diagnosed with lupus to focus on my own health and my spirituality because I felt like I was fighting for my life when lupus came. And lucky me, it came right at the beginning of the pandemic. So if that wasn't already a scary time for you, now imagine getting personally hit with a disease at the same time, a disease that came out of nowhere that nobody in your family has and that you knew absolutely nothing about. And that is what happened to me. So the only place I felt I could run was to God. Because there was nowhere else to go. All of it was just scary. So, in this space, I try to share with you some of the things that I've learned, or that I am learning, because really it never ends, about how to manage my lupus. And a big part of that has been my faith. And I've made a few videos about my spirituality, about taking spiritual baths and things of that nature. So I'm going to be talking some more about that. So I want to invite you in those conversations and share some of the things that I've learned with you. Many of us who use crystals do so because they bring us a lot of added benefits. For me personally, a lot of them have been around peace, tranquility, protection, joy, enthusiasm, and an openness to receive the abundance that the universe has for me. Crystals also make me feel like I have an enhanced protection, an enhanced ability to guard myself from energies and, personalities and germs that are not appropriate for my well-being, that are not suitable with my disease. So it basically creates like a energetic barrier, a spiritual barrier between myself and entities and energies that are not in agreement with my energy. And doing that has really invited a new sense of well-being into my world because my physical health is now a reflection of my spiritual health. So I see them as essentially being the same thing. Crystals also have brought me a lot of mental health. When I wear my crystals, I wear them with intention, with focus. So it's allowed me to live a more intentional life. So as an example, if I set an intention that day when I wear my crystal to invite more love into my heart, whenever I'm encountering situations that are not very loving, I remind myself of my intentions. So I act according to that intention that I've set. So in a way, it just motivates me to stay true to the energy that I want to embody and react appropriately to circumstances based on my spiritual goals. With that same train of thought, crystals really allow me to feel like there is a sacred space inside of my heart that is just for me. That is just about me maintaining my optimal well-being, and wearing my crystals kind of encourage me to stay in that space and to keep that space honorable, dignified, and sacred. So even when there are things that are coming from outside that don't match our vibration, I honor that sacred place. And me being dedicated to honoring that sacred space brings me more feelings of safety. It makes me feel passionate about life. It makes me feel optimistic and hopeful for the future. And it just makes me feel like I am in perfect harmony with everything that's going on because I determine how I feel and I determine how I respond as opposed to just mindlessly getting through life. Crystals have also, wearing my crystals and having my crystals have also helped me feel less anxious and less depressed in general because it's made me feel empowered to really pursue the vibration and the energy that I want to invite into my world. So it's no longer me just letting things happen or me not being aware. It's about being intentional, being purposeful, and protecting my energy so that anything that does not align is not given a chance to root into my sacred place. Overall, crystals have improved my physical well-being. They've reduced my physical pain. They've reduced the tension that I feel or used to feel in my body at all times. They make me feel more at ease because they make me feel safe, protected, nurtured, and loved. And it's not so much about the crystal itself, it's about the crystal with the intention behind it. Because when we're talking about manifesting health, or manifesting abundance, or manifesting the life of our dreams, What we're talking about is setting an intention, setting an intention for greatness, setting an intention for something that is beyond what we are currently experiencing in the physical realm. So, crystals is a way to kind of project ourselves into a future that is not yet here, but a future that nonetheless brings us a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of harmony. And when you wake up every day with the intention to live that kind of life, and you do that for 10, 15, 20, 30 consecutive days, what you'll notice that it will become a pattern, a habit, a lifestyle of cultivating experiences that you want to have and basically doing away with experiences that you no longer want to have. And that is when you really become a master in manifestation, because at that point you're sitting in the driver's seat and you've set the intention, you've determined the outcome, and you can confidently let go of control because you know that you're going to have the appropriate reactions to anything that happens. Crystals also allow me to feel more in tune with myself, to feel more receptive to my intuition. And as a result of that, I feel I'm able to more easily receive guidance, direction, and I am just more sensitive to what my body is trying to tell me, what my spirit guides are trying to tell me, what my soul is speaking to me. I'm more willing to listen, to hear. I'm more present. I'm more willing to receive information and more able to accept that information without questioning it. In a way, crystals make you more sensitive to your own spirit and to your spirit guides and to others' spirits. So when there are spirits around that are not good spirits and there are not good vibrations or good energies, when you have your crystals on you or in your home, you're going to be more tuned into that. Crystals is kind of a way to ease that communication between you and the spirit world. So there's greater insight that comes from that lifestyle. There's greater inner guidance that comes from that lifestyle. So these have been some of the benefits for me of having crystals, of wearing crystals, and believing in the value of having crystals. What about you? What parts of your spiritual journey and living with chronic illness have been helpful when it comes to, practices that you've taken up that you have found have been actually helpful with you managing your lupus or any other type of chronic illness that you may have? Leave your comments in the box below. Thanks for watching.